I feel like I deserve a reward. That one phrase has probably sold more unwanted drinking than any other thought or phrase that I can think of. So many of my clients have talked about that as one of the things that leads them to drink and that makes it hard for them to stop or to cut back. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you some ways to deal with yourself when you come up with that line of, quote, reasoning, so that it starts to have less power on you and doesn't drive you. Bottom line, where you want to get is that you almost laugh when you hear it. I want to give you the idea of a drink salesman. He's like a little guy sitting on your shoulder, a little version of you. He knows you very well. He's not very clever, though, or creative, but he doesn't have to be, because he's got 4 or 5 or 6 lines that he just kind of whips out at the right time to talk you into drinking. And you just keep falling for that crap over and over and over. And I want you to start to notice a few of those lines. Very likely, I deserve a reward is one of yours. And you want to get to a point where like, oh, not that again. And you just kind of roll your eyes at this invisible man on your shoulder and like, I'm just not falling for that crap again. So that's kind of where you want to be, and I'll talk about a couple ways to get there. So firstly, what is it that you're needing this reward for? Is it for a job well done, for having written 5 successful emails this morning, or is it for a workout? And you could really consider, well, why did I do that stuff? Did I do that to get a drink? Well, no, I did it to make some money, or to get a customer, or to serve the public, or to serve my clients, or I did it to lose weight, or get fit, or get strong, or get fast. Presumably, you're doing these hard things in your life for some other reason than a drink. So if you start to really realize, why did I do that? I didn't do it for this drink. I did it for something else. Maybe that'll take some of the wind out of the sails of that argument. People also use that phrase when they, it's been a hard day, like they've had to endure some terrible suffering. Again, why did you endure that suffering? Was it really all that bad? Notice that there's a little pity party there about how bad you have had it with this suffering, and you need a reward to make up for it. So I know my tone is a little bit sarcastic there. Generally, I really want people to be nice to themselves and compassionate, but sometimes maybe a little sarcasm might be a way for you to deal with this little drink salesman guy on your shoulder. No, I'm having a pity party. Actually, I don't need a reward for that. And in fact, I am getting a reward. I'm getting a fat paycheck or whatever it is. I'm fathering these kids, whatever the stressful thing that's making you feel like you deserve a reward. So that's one way to deal with that phrase. The other is to acknowledge that really you just want a drink in the moment, or you're thinking about the drink you're going to have in the evening, and you're already generating the desire for it, or noticing the desire that's there. And that's what really matters, is that you want a drink. And if you'll just deal with that wanting of a drink, kind of freed from the baggage and the momentum and the justification of how much you deserve it because of all your great works and your suffering, and you'll have a lot more clarity. Okay, I want a drink. What does that mean? What does it feel like to want this drink? I talk a lot about when we do stuff that against our will, it's because there's an emotion, some sort of an experience that's compelling us, and that's always in our body. You can feel it. So what does this want for this drink feel like? And is it really so bad? Is this a problem that I have to solve? Or could I just kind of sit here and experience that want in an unfulfilled way? You could think about why you want the drink. And maybe that'll give you some resolve to not drink it, or at least some good awareness as to why you're drinking it. You can think about what's going to happen when you do get it. Maybe you want it to relax. You can then question that whole premise. What am I relaxing from? How do I feel now? And why is that such a problem that I have to change it? What am I going to feel like when I have this drink? What will relaxed feel like? So it's a whole line of inquiry about wanting the drink, being willing to deal with the discomfort of the unfulfilled want, or to deal with the discomfort of the stress. And I think you'll have a lot more clarity to deal with those issues and start to come to both insight about yourself and eventually different decisions if that stuff is not all kind of taking place at the, at the head of the train of I deserve it. So that's all I got for you now. I hope that's helpful, and I hope to see you back here on the YouTube soon. Thanks.